On Friday, the day before the Raging Storm 2009 major begins, and we have one of my staff members today, Sanji Himura, correct?
Yes.
AKA Kenneth Davis, AKA, I'm sure he has other names as well. But he's here today on his own free will to volunteer to be staff for the Raging Storm 2009 SNK Major. So I'm going to ask him, I'm going to ask every one of my staff members, I'm going to interview every one of them, guys. They're all special by, choosing to help me out. So they're going to get special treatment and get on DVD. And he's no different. So I'm going to interview him, ask him questions, and then, we're going to go about our day. So I'm going to interview Webster also, probably not tonight. He's getting kind of late. But I'll interview Webster, Nocturnal Gibby, Oscar the Answer, other Central American players that are coming in. I'm going to interview, as many people come. So let's get on with the interview, and let's start. First off, Sanji, I just want to ask you, what motivated you to want to come to the Phoenix Devastation Register Major? I mean, you have so many events to choose from. I mean, you could have chosen on the Evo, you could have chosen a lot of different events. What made you decide to want to come here and be staff?
Well, pretty much I want to avoid Las Vegas for the main reason of the fact that the whole family is set against it, and I'm set against it too. And this was the only event that was closest to Texas without actually me having to go to Las Vegas.
Okay. But I mean, there's other events also, like, Midwest Championships, right? There's plenty of others. Like I said, what made you pick this particular event overall?
Mainly because this was far enough away to where I can save up the money that I need to go there without actually having to break my wallet and stuff like that.
Okay. Also, tell us, some people think you're a little kid, because when they see you, they think you're a little kid. Tell us exactly, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25, guys. He's not a little kid, so remember that. Okay, next thing, tell us, what's your preference for games? Like, do you prefer, what type of games do you like playing overall?
What type of games I like to play overall is generally fighting games and Final Fantasy type RPGs.
Okay, what type of fighting games do you like?
Any and all comers. I play some Garou, I play some Street Fighter 4 when I can get it, and I also I even recently picked up Virtual Fighter 5.
Okay. Now, are you intending, is this your first major, or what?
This is my first major.
Okay, it's your first major. Are you going to enter any tournaments, or what do you have planned?
I plan on entering some free events, but it's pretty much a set policy because of my budget that if it's a pay tournament, I'm not going to enter it.
Okay. Also, anything you hope to gain from this particular experience, or what are your goals for this particular tournament?
My particular goals is that I hope to gain some experience on what level the competition is at. But on the other hand, I'm just here to have a good time. That's all.
Got you. Okay. Now, from what we see on Shoryuken and stuff, obviously, there's people out there that are giving you a hard time. But could you explain a lot of that to us? What's going on with the issues on Shoryuken, and what are you trying to accomplish in regards to what you're doing on Shoryuken?
What I'm trying to accomplish is hopefully make Dallas-Fort Worth a more competitive gaming scene where I take the best and pretty much want to expand upon it in order to have a good competitive scene.
Now, what are some of the obstacles that are standing in your way in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for this particular goal?
Mainly because of my inexperience. Nobody will listen to me as a tournament organizer. But on the other hand, I do enjoy some success in starting to say, "Wow, here's Dallas Fort Worth, and 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 here's a real competitive scene." It's not primarily because of my own doing. It's through efforts of other people like Number One Crush and DJ Matrix that 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 are helping to form a one competitive scene.
Okay. Now, what do you think? Do you know? But very few people have come out of Dallas and are widely known on the competitive screen. Competitive global scale. You got like Bucktooth for CBS Two. He's a person that's known from Dallas. And you got me. Though I claim didn't. But what do you think? I mean, what can you think if it can be done? Because most people say Dallas is a casual city. You don't hear a lot of people saying that good players come out of Dallas. What do you think can be done to change that?
Well, in the Smash Brothers Brawl competitive scene, there are a lot of good people that come out of there, but and do take some statewide championships. I'm not real too sure about national championships, but I'm starting to make them see that Casual City will only take them so far, and I want to push Dallas Fort Worth beyond that stereotype and break into the national scene, even if I'm only going to restrict it, even if I'm only pushed so far and say that it's a good state scene.
But don't you realize that Dallas has been Casual City for a very long time. People like Eddie have been telling me that since I came here from college. And a lot of other people. That's how it's always been. So what makes you think you can actually?
I don't think I can change it by myself. And I think that because of efforts to DJ Matrix and Number One Crush, that the whole city of Dallas is trying to slowly come around to it. It may take another 5 to 10 years, but I think it will slowly come around.
Okay, now slowly come around. Define that. What do you think? Do you just slowly come around as far as the main games? In the United States of America, like Capcom games, Evolution type games, or overall, like including SNK. What do you think? What do you think Dallas is? What do you think Dallas? Do you think Dallas has a shot at getting to a competitive level in SNK games?
Well, it depends on who really does want to play them. Right now, everybody's playing Street Fighter 4 because that game just came out and it'll be at Evo for the first time. But what I'm getting at is to expand Dallas's repertoire to include games like Virtual Fighter 5, Tekken 6, and even some SNK games. Even if a baby step will be getting them to play King of Fighters 12, and then another baby step will be playing King of Fighters 11 all the time competitively, and it's all baby steps.
Okay, that works. Any last words you'd like to say to anybody that is watching this particular interview that they might have a misunderstanding of what you're trying to accomplish, or anything that you'd like to just lay out for the record?
I don't have anything particular to say for the record, but on the other hand, what I'm trying to do is take baby steps in accomplishing a
reputation. Is not when I first started touring tournaments. It was
the city saying, hey, look, here's a tournament, let's go there. But on the other hand, I haven't been successful recently because I don't have a lack of a solid venue.
Okay, all right, guys. This is Sanji Himura. He's one of the people trying to get things organized in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Thank you for your time, and hopefully, he will be, continue to be, work at it, and let's wish him the best of luck. He is one of the staff members that will be helping me out at the Raging Storm 2009 Major in Phoenix, and possibly he'll be at El Paso. It depends on how things go.